Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. It's Untethered Live on a Saturday night. That means it's Politi-tics night. Tonight on Politi-tics, we are going to be talking turkey and babbling about Boughs and yapping to the Yule logs of the whole year that has passed us by, and we're getting ready for Christmas. We just left Thanksgiving, and we're turning the corner into Christmas. You got your lights up yet? You got your tree up yet? Are you ready? Are the presents there? You should have been done by Halloween. Look at these ladies around here. They got Christmas decorations up, by Easter. How are you doing out there? How are things? I'm happy as a pig in slop. I got a nice hot cup of coffee. Speaking of which, this episode is brought to you by this hot cup of coffee. Don't you want to have a cup of coffee with me and talk about the Yule tides? If so, go to the kitchen and pour yourself a nice hot cup. Let's get this conversation rolling. And if you don't have a cup, you can get one in the description below. I recommend the first one. It has my face on it. It is fantastic. Also, like, subscribe, share, support, and join. And super chats are available in the chat box if you wish to show a little love. Also, hit that CashApp, $ jakejohnsonband, or PayPal at paypal.me/jakejohnsonband. John H., you're first in chat. He says, hello, everyone. Amanda says, hi, UntetheredLive family. Good to see you all. I hope everybody had a good Saturday. How are you tonight, Jake? Recuperating from Thanksgiving still. But, well, how are you? John, here's your gold star. And Amanda says, hi, John. Bill Bennett shows up. He says, hi, Captain. What's up, Bill? What's happening, everybody? Amanda says, hi, Bill. Walter Davis is here. Hi, Walter. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Staying warm, I hope. He says, good evening, everybody. And Amanda says, hi, Walter. Bill says, I'm putting up Christmas gifts now, last minute. Oh, you're putting up the tree, now gifts, last minute. I got you. I don't know that I'm going to do a tree this year. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Walter says, I'm listening and driving home. I hear you, buddy. Pedal to the metal. Past the city limit sign. Amanda says, our tree goes up tomorrow. Oh, I guess we do have a tree. I hadn't planned on one, but apparently I'm going to put one up tomorrow. All right. Walter Davis says, Jake, 6 days on the road. 6 days on the road, and I'm going to make it home tonight. Yep. Passing little white lines, and my eyes are open wide. I've heard it. I used to do that years and years and years and years ago, but I haven't done it so long I can't remember the words to it. But yeah, I'm familiar with the song. Amanda says, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available. Also, CashApp is $ jakejohnsonband, and PayPal is paypal.me/jakejohnsonband. Thank you very much. Bill Bennett says, you should, or you're a Scrooge. Bah, humbug. How dare you say that about me? Bah. I am kind of a Scrooge. That's all right, though. I'm a lovable Scrooge. And that is a good cup of coffee. How you guys doing? Are y'all ready for it? Are you ready for all the festivities and hyperventilating that goes along with Christmas? I'm excited. I don't even know what to do. I'm just here. But I had a nice plate of chicken and rice tonight. That was good. What did you have for dinner? My nose is itching. People are going to think I have a cocaine problem. No, sir, I do not. Sir, do you have a cocaine problem? No, sir, I do not. Anyway. Nope. Cocaine has a Jake problem. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, everybody. Relax. Don't do it. Relax. Just shoot it. Anyway. It's an exciting time of year for most people. All I can see is things I have to put up and take down, and put up and take down, and put up and take down, and put up and take down. Patty says, hello. Hey, Patty. I missed you last night. I got your message, though. Thank you. And Amanda says, big pot of chili tomorrow for dinner. Yummy. Ooh, chili. Is there going to be grilled cheese? Because I like grilled cheese with my chili. Yummy, yummy. Amanda says, hi, Patty. Now you got me thinking about chili. Damn the sugar plums. I got kidney beans dancing around in my head. Walter says, I sniff it only because I like the way it smells. Right? Right on. Amanda says, of course you'll get grilled cheese. My kind of woman. John says, I've been busy checking on the homeless with hot drinks and blankets. It's getting cold over here. Well, God bless you, John H. That's a good thing for you to do, sir. I'm sure they appreciate every second of it. Bill says, I turned way too materialistic Christmas. Turned way too materialistic, Christmas. It's about relationships from family and friends. I agree with you, Bill. It ain't about the gift. It's about the closeness with the loved ones. I agree 100%. Lippy friend, welcome. She says, Am Yisroel Chai. I don't know what any of that means. Speak English. But welcome to the show, Lippy. Lippy friend. I like your name. Amanda says, hi, Lippy. Patty says, quit years ago. You quit Christmas years ago? I understand. It's a Jewish term. Okay. Still don't know what it means. You want to fill us in, Lippy? Let us know what we're talking about here, because it sounds interesting. I only know a couple of Jewish terms. Unfortunately, I'm not Jewish that I'm aware of. It means may the Jews live forever. Oh, they will, Lippy. Don't you worry about that. They will. They're in the end of the book, I promise. Bill says, explain, please. Yeah. It means may the Jews live forever. And may they. They probably will. I don't know about individually, but as a whole, they'll live forever. Sure. No Jew hatred here. I'm smart enough to know there's 12 tribes of them. There's only one tribe of them can be called Jews, so, you know. Lippy, where you from? What kind of stuff do you get up to? Patty says, smiley face. Lippy says, I'm in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's nice this time of year. Bill Bennett says, it is only 100,000. What's that mean? I don't know. Huh? Is it only 100,000? I didn't even see that quote. What are you talking about? Yep, I don't know what you're talking about there, Bill. Are you talking about 144,000? No, those are the elect. That's a very specific set of Jews. None of those are us. I know lots of religions try to teach that we're the elect. We're not. They're very specific. They're laid out. They've already been picked. God already knows who they are. They already have manifest destiny, meaning they already have a plan in place for their lives. And they're a very specific group of people, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, though. Yes? No? Let me know. Patty, what do you think? I've been enjoying my coffee. Bill says, we are the Gentiles. And that was what I was talking about. Okay, that was what you were talking about. And some of us, well, us particular, I don't know if everybody is of the same bloodline as I am, but a large portion of us are Gentiles, yes. There are some people in this country that are from tribes that harken back to Abraham's seed, but most of us are Gentiles. Colin says, hey, Jake, I know this is wrong, but what's What's drinking a twisted tea? I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing wrong with drinking a twisted tea, unless you're like 11, and then that would be weird. Amanda says, hi, Colin. And welcome, Colin. Good to see you. And I'm assuming a twisted tea is a tea with an alcoholic beverage in it. No, I'm drinking twisted tea. Oh, okay. Well, are you of age? If you are of age, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. If you are not of age, I wouldn't let your mama find out. Amanda says, well, he's 13, LOL. Yes, it's an alcohol. There's alcohol in it. Yeah. Well, I would take it easy on those, Colin. It's all right to take a sip of it, see what it tastes like. But don't go anywhere. Stay at home. You're 14. Okay. Well, when I was 14, I was doing way worse things than alcohol. So, you'll come out on top of it. Just don't do anything stupid and don't overdo it. It's okay to taste something. It's not okay to drink a lot of it. You are young and you are inexperienced and your body doesn't have the tolerance that an adult has. So don't compare your drinking to an adult. And YouTube would have me say, you're underage, so you can't do anything illegal. Bill says, control, like everything is here for us to partake in. I don't think we're supposed to overindulge, forgive me, Lord. Well, that's correct. Another way to say that would be all things in moderation, including moderation. There is nothing wrong with a little wine for the good of the stomach. I said a little wine. There's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, that's what it's for. When you crawl into that bottle and you stay in that bottle, that's a problem. So with all things, ask yourself, am I using my rent money to buy this? Is there something I should be doing instead of drinking? Or whatever it is you're doing? That's how you know whether you're doing something right or not. If you're doing it on your own time, with your own money, and you're not hurting anybody, I don't see where there's a problem with that. My can is a 24 ounce. I think you'll be all right, Colin. Just take it easy and stay home. And also don't let your mother know you're drinking. Because if she finds out, she's liable to tear you a new tail. Amanda says it's like 5% alcohol. I think you'll be all right. I think it's like a wine cooler. Yeah, I don't know anybody ever got drunk off of a wine cooler, so I think you'll be okay. Again, if you're underage, you shouldn't do anything illegal at all, ever, ever, ever. Period. Is that satisfactory? Colin says, well, I got a buzz. Well, that's good, Colin. Enjoy. And if you work as hard as you say you do, you deserve a buzz. You go have a good time. Listen to some Skinner. You'll be all right. I was partaking of various things when I was about 13, 14 years old. You sipped it 20 times. Well, I think you've had enough then, sir. You're cut off. My legs are heavy. Well, all right then. Patty says, I've studied with what I believe so far the best pastor, Arnold Murray, of the Shepherd's Chapel. I think you're probably right about that. And his teaching is what I believe. Jake, you are the closest thing yet that I have found. Well, Patty, there's a reason for that. He and I study from the same source material. I like Pastor Arnold Murray, too. I don't agree with everything he says, but I have reasons for why I don't agree with those things and explanations for most of them. And I don't think you can go wrong by listening to him. He's a good place to start. If anybody is trying to get into deep study of the Bible, if you don't want to listen to me, Arnold Murray is a great place to start. That's Shepherd's Chapel. You can find him on YouTube, and you can find him on TV in most places. And he's a great study guide, and he's very good at explaining everything. And In a lot of ways, I spent a lot of years listening to him myself, so. Amanda says, wow, them days. LOL. Yep. Patty says, smiley, smiley, smiley. Okay, 25 plus in years. Yep. Colin says, all I know is I feel weird. Well, that's what happens when you drink alcoholic beverages, buddy. You get to feeling weird, and the more you drink, the weirder you feel, and then you throw up and pass out. So don't let yourself go that far. Yeah, I don't have any problem with anybody that's studied with Arnold Murray. I think he's a good teacher, and I am honored that you consider me to be close to what he teaches, because he and I study from the same source material. He's got a good handle on it, and so do I think. I, however, am a little less formal than he is. His show's a little bit more formal than mine. That's kind of on purpose, though. I'm not trying to feel churchy. I'm just trying to be churchy and not feel that way. Feel like you're at a buddy's house or hanging out with a friend or whatever it is you do. I think you can learn better that way. I really can't believe I found you. Well, thank you. I can't believe you found me either, because I was out here in the middle of nowhere and I didn't even know anybody was looking for me. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I can't believe I found you. Matter of fact, I appreciate all of you. It's a weird thing I decided to do here with my life, and I'm grateful that there's some people that back me up in my choice to do so and follow along while I do it. That means a lot. I knew when I started this thing that it was an uphill battle, and I probably wasn't going to get very far, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Bill Bennett says, lost and we found each other. That's right. I felt like if God wanted me to do this thing, he would make it happen. And I pray that, you know. I purposely don't go out and try to advertise and try to, you know, gin up sales and all of that stuff. I don't try to do that on purpose, because that's not the reason I'm here. I figure I would make those things available. And if God thought that I needed to have enough to survive, there's plenty of opportunities for people to help me survive. And that's between y'all and him. That's why all that stuff is available. But I don't really push it that hard. And I definitely don't try to advertise the show other than posting it on Facebook and X. That's it. Colin says, well, Jake, I might as well finish it. My mom drank till it was a third of the way full, and she gave it to me. Well, okay then. Well, might as well finish it then. John says, double tap the screen for your likes, you wonderful people. Thank you, John. Colin says, it was a hangover like. What is a hangover like? Like a really bad headache and the flu on top of that. Amanda says, thanks, John. Patty says, we may have even known one another in the First World Age. That is possible. I don't know what happened in the First World Age. I know something happened, and I know that there's not anything written about it other than that it happened. But who knows what that was like. Amanda says, it's a very, very, very bad headache and nausea, Colin. We are, after all, on a mission here, says Patty. This is correct. We are on a mission. And your mission is to decide who you're going to follow. And make that decision. Make it a solid decision. Because you can't serve two masters. You have to pick one. And that's true of everybody. And also, the fact that you have free will says that you can make that choice, however you want to go. David says, if I choose to accept it, well, that's true, David. Free will is what I was just talking about. Welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself, David. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you like? Amanda says, hi, David. Welcome. Yeah, nobody's going to push anything on you here, David. You're fine. You can choose to or choose not to believe anything you want to. It's not going to stop us from talking about it, though. This message will self-destruct. Well, blow away, buddy. I, too, remember Mission Impossible. Bill Bennett says, Trump, if he is not the Antichrist, and most of all, sweet baby Jesus. Well, Trump is not the Antichrist, and I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't meet all the criteria to be the Antichrist, for one thing, but also because it's not time for that. There's a few things that have to happen before the Antichrist, if the Antichrist itself is one individual, and I'm not certain that it is. I'm not certain that I've ever seen anything in the Bible that tells you the Antichrist is one being, like a actual person that'll be on the scene doing stuff. I think more likely it's a spirit of things, and that there have been many of them, and will continue to be many of them. Like whatever was going on in Rome, and whatever was going on in Germany in the 40s. I think those are Antichrist spirits. David says, ew. Patty says, smiley, smiley, tongues out. David says, okay, go on. Right on. Patty says, there is no more sweet baby Jesus. This is correct. He grew up, and then he got killed, and then he came back. So now it's a sweet afterlife Jesus. Bill says, do you think it rises out of the east? Yes, I think the Antichrist's spirit comes from the east. And when I say east, I don't mean the Middle East, because that's where they were when they wrote that. So what's east of the Middle East? Anybody? 10 points if you want to know. What was going on in Rome during the time of Caesar and all of that? You know, a lot of people think that Julius Caesar was the Antichrist. And to some degree, I think he probably was. But I think it's a continual thing. I don't think it only happens once. Anything that's talked about in the Bible as far as the Antichrist goes is kind of like what's happening in that moment. Now, there is a beast. There is that guy. That's an individual. And there is the one that he follows, which is Satan. But as far as the Antichrist goes, I think it's a spiritual thing. I don't think it's a singular person. But I'm not convinced on that, so I'm not telling you that's what it means for sure, definitely. I'm still in the process of figuring that out myself. But I'm leaning towards this happens more than once. Patty says, tough stuff now, right? David says, what? Walter says, Asia. Bingo. Well, more specifically, China. David says, what? Yes, we're talking about the Antichrist, David. Catch up, buddy. Asia, China, Japan, that's right. Patty says, we're sitting where he ought not. That is a different thing, and it doesn't say exactly that. You have to read it. It's very specific what it says. It's talking about the desolation of abominations, which is plural, not singular. A person is singular, not plural. Is this like an antelope? Anti-pope? Yep, it could be. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to use the word anti there. The word vicar means instead of, and that's what the Pope calls himself, the vicar of Christ, which is instead of Christ. He claims to be able to answer your prayers and convey them to God. He claims to be able to forgive you of your sins or absolve you of your problems. These are all things that only Christ can do, or only God can do. So the Pope, which also means papal, which is a haughty, lifted up thing, he fits the criteria. He even wears red shoes. Bill Bennett says, souls being lost or found? Well, I don't think you can lose a soul because it doesn't belong to you. I think God knows right where it is. David says, is it like, I read that one. It's me. What's up, buddy? He says, hey, Jake, Antichrist, Napoleon, Hitler, the abomination of desolations. I don't think Hitler was the abomination of desolations, but I think it's that kind of thing that will be that. But I don't think it was him. But yep, Napoleon, Julius Caesar, Genghis Khan, you know, the list goes on. Pol Pot. It's me says, hey, Amanda. Amanda says, hi, it's me. So we're going to get to that part very shortly about the abomination of desolations and all that when we get to Revelations. And I will go into it in detail as I did not last time. Last time we just kind of mulled through it to get through it. This time around we're going to stop on every word and talk about the meanings of it. And we may spend a long time in Revelations. We're in Daniel right now in Bible study. So Daniel is a mirror image of Revelations. It's very, very closely written with Revelations. So in order to understand Revelations, you got to read Daniel and understand it so that you can compare it to what we're reading when we get to Revelations. Bill Bennett says, how does Trump fix this mess? I would not want that job. Don't know, Bill. And that's why he's the president and not me. Bill, what's up, buddy? He says, what's up, y'all? The other Bill. Hi, my name is Bill. This is my brother Bill and my other brother Bill. What? Amanda says, one day at a time, Bill. That's how. One day at a time. That's how we fix this mess. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Amanda says, hi, Bill. Number 2. These are good questions, everybody. Keep it going. These are good questions, and they have a political leaning, so it's nice. Fits the theme very well. Patty says, well, no one will be hungry. He will be coming to save the day. Well, this is true. A lot of people seem to think that the Antichrist or the spirit of the Antichrist or the whatever is going to happen in that times is going to be here to cause wars and pestilence and violence and dangers. No. This is a trap. Don't fall for it. There will be revivals. This thing is going to claim to be God. He's going to claim to be able to heal you, to save you, to fix you, if it's a he, And it may be a he, and it may not. I don't know. What I do know is that something's coming, and it's going to fool everybody. Even Christ said, if I didn't short the amount of time that you were exposed to it, that we wouldn't have an elect, because even they would be deceived by it. So trust me when I tell you, it is not what you expect it to be. No horns, trickery, says Bill Bennett. Patty says no horns. I doubt it. It does have a halo, though, but it's a cheap one. There's a word, and I can't remember what the word is right off the top of my head, that's described in this situation, that it refers to a bow over the head like a halo. There's paintings of Christ with the big, well, that's actually sun worship, but that's the kind of image that's going to be portrayed, which is another way you know it's fake. They're setting up the people with the rapture theory now. Yes, there's a lot of people that have fallen for that too. Bill Bennett, it's me, says, I think he is to be liked and no liking to women. No, I think everybody's going to love this guy if it's a guy. I don't know that it's a guy. It might be a spirit or events or a bunch of guys. It may be more than one person. I don't know. But if it is one individual, everybody's going to love this person. He's going to tell them that he is God, or first he's going to say he's connected to God, and then he's going to claim that he is God. And a lot of people are going to fall for that. But before he does all of that, he's going to solve problems. He's going to make peace. He's going to claim to feed the hungry and cure the sick and pay the poor and whatever it is that he can do. He's going to have answers to all of their local problems. Here's the problem with that. The Bible clearly says that there will never be peace. That as long as there's a world here, there's going to be wars and rumors of wars, and there's going to be problems throughout the whole thing. So anytime somebody claims to be solving the problems, they're not. They're only postponing them. It's only the calm before the storm. Even Donald Trump can't stop all the wars. Nobody can. Rachel Floyd says, hi. Amanda says, hey, Rachel. Hey, Rachel, how you doing, sweetie? Are you enjoying your Saturday? I know the room got 10 degrees hotter. Is there 2 Rachels on this chat? Not to my knowledge. I think there's only one. There might be. There's 2 of everybody else. There might be, but I don't think so. Nope, just 1 Rachel, says Amanda. So far, just 1. Only 1 Jake. Only 1 it's me. But we do have a what it is, and that's kind of confusing. Patty says, nah, just 1 cow, Patty. Oh. Well, what if you're a patty cake? You ever thought about that? Patty. What if you're a peppermint patty cake? And I'm the Baker's fan. No, I'm just kidding. Amanda says, 1 Amanda Banhammer. That's right. We don't have to question that, Amanda. We know it. It's me says 15 degrees and snow today. Baby, it's cold out here. It's me. It's pretty cold here too, but no snow. Bucks Buggies, what's up, bro? He says, bro, what's up, bro? What's happening, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving, and I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Patty says, need a mushroom with it. Right on. Amanda says, hi, Bucks. Bill says, Trump's team is looking good. I haven't seen anything like this in my lifetime. Tulsi got the swamp scared. Tulsi and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and Hulk Hogan is coming in next. Oh, yeah. Yep, write it down that I said so. There'll be something for old Hulk Hogan to do. If he accepts it. And I bet you he'll be offered. Amanda says, it's chilly here too. Yes, it is chilly. Bill Bennett says, and 2 bills and a patty. What is it? What it is, Rachel, Bucks Buggies, we deserve. Right on. Buck says, I did enjoy Thanksgiving. I had 2 beautiful women cook Thanksgiving dinner for me. Also, I rode the crap out of my Ninja. Awesome. I used to have a Honda Interceptor, which is kind of like a Ninja. Same body style anyway. And I used to like to ride that thing. Then it blew up on me. And so I traded it for a car. I was young and naive, and I didn't know you're supposed to put water in those things. I thought my old motorcycles were air-cooled. I did not know. It's nice to have 2 beautiful women cook Thanksgiving dinner, though. I had the same treatment. Same treatment. It's a lovely thing. Sit back, watch all the dinner get cooked, and then eat till you're so full you can't roll away from the table. Oh, yeah. And then leftovers for days and days and days. Turkey, 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 turkey. It's me says I never had deep fried turkey. Me neither, I don't think. I think it's kind of dangerous to do. I don't want to mess with it myself. I think about half the people that deep fry turkeys have some sort of explosion in their backyard. Bill says, I sure feel God's hand on this. Thank you, Bill. I feel it too. Patty says, eat until you're sick. Yes. I'll still have a stomach ache from Thanksgiving, but it was worth it because there was some good food. Amanda says, it's delicious, it's me. Walter Davis says, Trump should make Tyrus from Gutfeld be press secretary. That'd be cool. I kind of like who he's got, though, but that would be cool. I think he should make Alex Jones press secretary. That would just piss everybody off, but I'd love it. Patty says, Tiki Rectilii. Bucks Buggy says, I bought my Ninja with a blown engine. The guy laid it down. I guess it overheated. I think that's what you meant. Overheated. Over-revved. Sorry, I guess it over-revved. But I did some work on it, and she is beautiful now. Awesome. Patty says, yes. It's me says, did you prepare it, Amanda? Prepare what? Thanksgiving? Part of it. Her and my sister did. By the way, if you guys hadn't been by our Facebook page, go check it out at facebook.com/UntetheredLiveFamily, all one word. The link is in the chat right there. It's a great way to keep up with everybody outside of the show and get to know one another and share things, and also keep up with all things Untethered Live Viewverse right there on facebook.com/UntetheredLiveFamily. Go check it out. You won't regret it. Amanda says, yep, I cooked Thursday, but I have made deep fried turkey before. Buck says, one of mine was deep fried turkey, and it was really, really good. Yeah, I haven't had the deep fried turkey. I like mine in the oven. Juicy. We had a especially juicy turkey this year. I don't usually like turkey because it's so dry, you know. This turkey melted in your mouth. I don't know where he got it from or what he did to it, but it was perfect. Bill Bennett says, what is TR? Tiki Rectilii, I mean. Oh, I just make up things because TR is a abbreviation for true right. I think it's what, totally right or true right, something like that. I just make up words that start with T and R because it's funny to me. Amanda says, smoked turkey is delicious too. Right on. Oh, it means that's right. That's what it means. Rich S., welcome back. He says, is it just me or is the video buffering? It must be just you. My video isn't buffering. Amanda says, that's right. And hi, Rich. Isme says, turkey makes you sleepy. No. Tryptophan makes you sleepy. And that comes from the stuffing you put in the turkey. And then you eat that and you get sleepy. Amanda says, it's just you, Rich. Tryptophan. And it's delicious. Patty says, smiley, smiley. All right. I'm going to play this song for you guys. This is one of my songs. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to step over here for just a second. Enjoy. Skies and fireworks, people laugh, people flirt all night long. But I just stay. So I drove down to the local bar where people come in their fancy cars to play their games. But I just stare. Then I saw you sitting there, all alone in that empty chair right next to you. I fell in love. Oh, baby. Boy, I hope you understand that I'm not a girl that needs a man. I got my life and all my plans, and if you give you everything for just one kiss. And I don't care what you say, I fell in love with you anyway. Oh, Elizabeth, you take my breath away. At that bar where we first met, you smiled at me and my palms got wet, and you just looked away. But I just stayed. You said, been in love and it never works, I always end up getting hurt, and I ain't doing that no more. There ain't no way. Oh no, 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 no. You stood up to say goodbye, grabbed your hand with a tear in my eye, and I just walked away. But you just stayed. But you looked down and you took my hand and said, boy, I hope you understand that I'm not a girl that needs a man. I got my life and all my plans, and if you were there, you'd just be in my way. Girl, it ain't gotta be like this. I'd give you everything but just one kiss, and I don't care what you say, I fell in love with you anyway. Oh, Elizabeth, you take my breath away. That's a little Elizabeth for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Right off the cuff, It's Me says Detroit Lions 11-1. Go Detroit Lions. Oh, whatever that means. Woohoo, Elizabeth says Amanda. Patty says I needed some humor. Thank you very much. Patty says that's $1 million song right there. Well, thank you. I hope someone with $1 million decides to think that too. Bucks Bucky says, well, my friend, I must go now because I'm about to go live. Oh, sweet. I want to come to your live show one day. Why don't you put a link in the chat and let us know where to go? I just want to say that if I ever pass by you on a bike one day, deuces down. Keep the rubber side down, my friend. I'm with you. And you probably will because I ride. Amanda says, yes, Patty. Rich says, I don't think it's the turkey but the carbs, beer, wine, and eating till you're stuffed. Possible. I don't think turkey has more tryptophan than other foods. Well, if that's the case, then how come there's a warning about tryptophan in your turkey? And also, they tell you not to eat the stuffing because it solidifies in the stuffing when you cook the stuffing inside the turkey, which is the purpose for that. Take the impurities out of the turkey. That's what the stuffing is for. You're not supposed to eat it, but us other people, we do. And it will make you sleepy. And also, there's a big problem with getting sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner, especially. Not Christmas dinner, but Thanksgiving dinner. Why? Because turkey's involved. So, yeah, it will make you a little sleepy. But no, it won't hurt you. I don't think. Amanda says, yes, Patty. And good night, Bucks. Enjoy. Amanda says, I'd give you everything for just one kiss. And I fell in love with you anyway. I'm glad you like the song. It's me says, okay, I'll bet $5 they go to the Super Bowl. The Detroit Lions? You're on, my friend. Dana, she says, greetings. Hi, Dana. Hello, dear sweetheart Dana. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you do that kind of thing over there. I don't know. It is an American thing. I understand that. But heartfelt for your Thursday. Anyway. Amanda says, hi, Dana, hon. Heart. Patty says, hi, Dana. And Dana says, hi, Amanda. And Rachel says, LOL, good night. Why is that funny? And good night. How come you leaving? I didn't leave when you got here. Amanda says, oh, no. That's your favorite part of the song, and I have no idea why. But I'm glad you like it. And Amanda says, good night, Rachel. And Dana says, hi, Patty. Heart. Thumbs up to the music. Thank you, Dana. How are you? Patty says, bravo. And by the way, if you want to go by after this show and watch Buck's Buggy's show, probably about motorcycles, here's the link right here. This is his channel. So y'all go show Buck some love. He's shown us some love, so I appreciate that. All right. Well, what you guys want to talk about? Are you ready for Christmas yet? Are we going to do that thing? Are we going to have jingle bells and deck the halls with balls of jolly, la 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 la, and all that nonsense? We're going to do that? We're going to put on the Santa's hat? Sitting right over there. I got it. I ain't afraid to use it. I'll be biker Santa. I'm not fat enough to be a traditional Santa, but I can do the biker thing. But when I say ho, 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 it takes on a different meaning. I'm just kidding. Amanda says, warmth. Somebody turn the heat up. There's a heater right there. Turn it up. And did you put 2 blankets on the bed? Like I told you to? Because if you did, now's the time to wrap up because it's getting chilly. Because trust me, it gets a little colder here than it does in Florida. Just a little bit. LOL, yes, there are 2 blankets on the bed. Good. Good, then you should be fine. Warm and all. Just wrap them around you. Bundle up like a snorkel. Or a seashell in a snorkel. Nothing sticking out but your mustache. That's how I do it. Does it get cold where you're at, Dana? Wrap up like a burrito. That's right. Just lay down and roll till you can't roll no more. It's me says, I set the furnace at 65. I use electric blankets. I get sick when I lay under electric blankets. They mess with my muscles and stuff. If I sleep under one, I'll wake up congested and it's hard to breathe. But just laying under one, it makes my muscles hurt because there's too much heat on my muscles. I don't know why. So I don't use electric blankets for that reason. Patty says, it's cold here in southeast Tennessee. I bet it is. Cowboys 8-panel. Hello, darling. Hadn't seen you in a little while. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great one. Amanda says, hi, Cowboys. I hope you're doing well tonight. And we're almost ready for Christmas. It's just around the corner. It'll be happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Amanda says, I miss my waterbed. I would crank the heater up in the winter. There ain't no way I'd be on a waterbed. Not even for a minute. Ain't no way. Talk about getting sick laying on something. And then another happy birthday. Yep. Cowboy says, hi, Amanda and Jake and all. Hi. Dana says, it's a little below freezing point in here. Okay. So we're all in the winter region of the world. I wasn't exactly sure where at on the face of the earth you are. But part of the world is hot right now. The other part's freezing. But it's going to get cold this winter, but I don't know if it's going to snow or not. All indications look like it might, but I don't know. Just have to wait and see. For us, that is. I'm sure it's snowing already in some places. Here it only snows about once every 3 or 4 years. Any significant amount of snow, that is. It might flurry a little, but it'll be gone by 10 o'clock, that kind of snow. Amanda says it's 29 degrees right now. Yep, that's about right. 29 and falling. When it gets down to about 14 degrees, that's when you'll know you're cold. That's when the cold hurts, bites your skin like a... John says, we got ice over here. Hadn't got the ice yet. Dana says, we have all 4 seasons, just like you do in northern part of North America. Right on. I knew you did. I just didn't know if you were having it at the same time as us. Like in China right now, it's probably not very cold. Where is 29, says Patty? North Carolina. Amanda says, North Carolina. It's me, says, I was going to be set to retire and move to Florida. It didn't turn out that way. Oh, well, I'm scared to drive in snow and ice. I don't blame you. It's dangerous. Patty says, wow. Wow, 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 wow. 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 Yes, it's cold. 29 and falling. But it's good cuddling weather. I'll give you that. I like the cold for that reason. And see, my app says it's 28 degrees. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. It says 28 degrees on mine. And Amanda says, I just moved here from Florida, and my blood hasn't gotten used to the cold yet. I can't wait. It's like 14 degrees. I'm going to take her out riding on the motorcycle. She'll learn what cold is then, buddy. It actually probably worked right now, but whew. You ever woke up in the morning and rode to work in 14-degree weather on a motorcycle? I promise you're not happy when you get there. Cowboy says, smiley, smiley. Patty says, I knew it was cold, but I didn't think about it being that cold. No. Yeah, it's that cold. Dana says, only Australia and their surroundings, including New Zealand, are in summer season now. Got it. And Amanda says, you're crazy. You're crazy, but wanted to ride today. No, I'm good. LOL. Too damn cold. You can't be that sissified. Gotta be tough. Grit your teeth. Take it like a man. It ain't that bad. It's that bad in the morning time, but in the daytime it ain't that bad. As long as the sun is shining, it's handleable. It's me says, when you get old, that cold really attacks your bones with arthritis pain. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And tendons and everything else. Cowboy's 8 panel says, equipment needed. What you need equipment, Cowboy? What do you need? Patty says, hurt ya, right? Yeah, it will. It's good for you. It's good for your spirit, though. That cold air coming into your lungs, it makes you feel alive. I figure with all the stars these days doing cold plunges to help elongate their lives. And if you listen to people in like Iceland and all that, or wherever the Nordic people are and all those people talking about the cold, doing the sauna and then doing ice dips, how it makes them stay younger and live longer and all of that. I don't have to do that. All I got to do is ride to work because it's the same temperature and for the same amount of time. So I'll live forever. Danny says, I prefer cooler weather over hot weather. This is true. You can put on enough clothes to be warm, but you can't take off enough clothes to be cool. Patty says, to be out in the cold. Right? Equipment needed to be out in the cold. Yeah, you got to layer up, that's for sure. Amanda says, me too, Dana. Absolutely. Very true, says Dana. Yep, you can walk around naked and still be hot. Too hot. But you can bundle up enough that you could walk around in Antarctica or something and be warm-ish. But I will tell you what, and this I know for a fact, they do not make gloves for driving over 20 miles an hour in cold weather. I have gloves that have heaters in them and big battery packs. They're very uncomfortable and gaudy, but they do heat up. And those, you're still cold. If you drive like 50, 55, 60 miles an hour, you still freeze your fingers. I have not found a pair of gloves that protects my hands. It's me says, I know a guy that does that deep freeze plunge. No thanks, right? Yeah, I know a couple people that do it too. And I say I don't have to do it. I just wait till wintertime and ride to work. Same thing. But to just fall into a vat of ice and stay there for 2 minutes, that doesn't sound like a good time to me at all. I'd rather die young and warm. Young and warm. That's what I want to be. What do you think? Do you think there's any validity to that? Do you think that cold plunges and saunas do help you live? Where's Mr. P? Mr. P had an accident at work and burned himself, and he's in the hospital right now. I spoke to him last night. He's doing well, but he's getting treated for burns, and he'll be back in a week or so. He might pop in occasionally, though, if he gets bored. But right now he's in recovery. Thanks for asking, Dana. But he's doing good. He's in good spirits. I spoke to him a little bit last night. I will avoid the motorcycle till it warms up. LOL, I'm a wimp. Well, seeing as it's the only transportation you have, if I was you, I'd get used to it. And be prepared, because if not, when you need to, it's going to be a shock. It's better to get small amounts of it while you can and get accustomed to it. That way, when you need to go somewhere, you can. Patty says, oh no, Mr. P is hurt. Yeah, he burned himself. That's all I know, that he spilled some oil on him or something. Amanda says it's going to be a shock regardless. True. John says, bless Mr. P and wish him a speedy recovery. Thank you, John. I'll pass that message along to him. Yeah, it was kind of shocking when he told me about it, but apparently he spilled some hot grease on him and burned himself. He's had to have a couple of skin grafts and a surgery. And as far as I know, currently he's in the hospital right now having that procedure done. Dana says, oh no, that's awful. I pray for a speedy recovery. Sorry to hear that. Thank you, Dana. I'll let him know you said so. It's me says, I used to do sauna heat and then freeze plunges at Vic's Tannin Salon in my 20s. Vic Tannies in my 20s. Did it help? Do you feel younger? Do you feel like you're living longer? Cold supposedly closes the pores on our skin to keep out diseases, says Cowboys 8 Panel. I thought it had something to do with the telomeres in your bloodstream and things like that. Telomeres are the thing that controls the amount of age that you can have before you die. And when you reach a certain age, they start shortening up, and they reach a certain length, and then you die. That's the way I understand it. And supposedly heat plunges and cold plunges, or heat saunas and plunges, lengthen those things. So I don't know if it's true or not. That's what they say. Dana says, prayers for Mr. P, heart exclamation point. Thank you, Dana. And we are praying for him, and I hope that he is well recovered in a week or so. It's Me says, yep, it helped open pores. Heat closes pores. Cold, or pores are opened by heat and closed by cold. Got it. So if nothing else, you won't have any blackheads. Is that what you're saying? It might not make you live longer, but you'll have clean skin. You won't have to exfoliate. I think sweating in general is good for you because it releases poisons out of your body that get trapped in your glands and different things. So I think anytime you sweat, that's good for your body. I don't know about the cold thing. It seems like that was just making you cold. Of course, it may release endorphins. It may be your body thinking you're going to die and going, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, and then releasing all kinds of endorphins to keep you alive, and then you're not dead, so you feel amazing afterwards. That may be that kind of thing. It's Me, it says it helps the secretions of toxins. Right on. I think you just do some hard work and achieve that same goal. Sweat a little. That's why working makes you feel good afterwards. Not only do you get a sense of accomplishment, but you get a sense that you can do anything you need to do if you have that accomplishment, and you sweat out all the impurities in your body. So it's a threefer. Never be scared of a little hard work, boys and girls. It's good for your soul. Builds character. Makes you strong. So does spinach, apparently, but I ain't going down that road. If you listen to 1930s cartoons, all you got to do is eat a can of spinach and you'll be very strong. Hard work clears your mind. Yeah, it does. It also helps alleviate depression. Any exercise will help alleviate depression. If you're depressed, go jogging or jumping jacks or something. Lift some weights. Make you feel better. Get out and breathe some air and touch some dirt. That always makes you feel better. Hard to be happy stuck in a room looking at a wall or staring at the floor or your belly button. Get up and do something. You gotta be somebody. That's my advice to anybody who feels depressed. Get up. Just get up. Don't even think about it. Just get up. Go for a walk. Go check the mail or something. Get some exercise in you. Make you feel better. Then you take one thing at a time, and next thing you know, all your stuff is done. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's right. Seems impossible at first, but if you just keep taking one bite, pretty soon that elephant will be gone. It's Me says, I don't like that 4-letter word, work. Remember Maynard G. Krebs? Yes, I do. Work. Gosh, that's a really dating yourself there, It's Me. That was before Gilligan and everything. Maynard G. Krebs. I can't even remember the name of the show, but I remember the character. I don't like work either, but I love money. So you have to give somewhere and take other places, I guess. Patty says, Jake, sometimes it's just not that simple. I know it feels that way. I know. I suffer from depression, so I understand what you're saying. But I assure you, simple or not, if you just get up and move forward, It will make it better. It may not make it incredibly better, but it'll be better. Amanda says, I was just about to say I've never heard of Maynard G. Krebs. Well, you have to be old to know what that is. It's Me says, I forgot too. A blonde-headed guy was the star. Yep. Bill Bennett says, I'm 44 and no clue who that is. Right. It's an old show. I'd have to look it up. It was around the Patty Duke days. Me too, Bill, says Amanda. Yep. That was before. It was the guy that played Gilligan on Gilligan's Island. It was the role he had prior to that. And I remember that the Thinker, the statue of the Thinker, that guy, he was on the main title card of the show. And I can't remember. I guess they were at college or something, and the Thinker was the fountain of the college, and they were gathered around it or something like that. It's been a while, but that's what I remember. Dana says, sometimes people confuse sadness with depression, and I noticed this many times, right? Yeah, there are different types of depression, and then there's just being sad. Mourning is not depression, and being upset about something that makes you sad is not depression. Depression is a clinical illness that comes from the brain. Boy, oh boy, how our TVs have changed. Yes, they have changed, Bill. Dobie Gillis was the name. The Adventures of Dobie Gillis. That was the name of the show. There you go. It's me. Thank you. Dobie Gillis was the main guy, right? Maynard G. Krebs was his buddy that didn't like to work. Old. It's Me says I'm old, right? You know who Alice is too, don't you? And Flo. Flo and Alice. And Arnold. Everybody knows who the Fonz is. Hey. You're only as old as you feel, says Bill. If that's the case, I'm 477 years old. You're only as old as your knees will allow you to be. That's what I say. And when your knees start going, you're old. Alice, when she was 10 feet tall. Right. You got it, Patty. It's Me says, Kuka, Fran, and Ollie. How about alfalfa? You know who alfalfa is? Alfalfa and the Get Along Gang. Spanky. And Froggy. Amanda says, I remember alfalfa. Well, that's because they ran reruns of it on Nickelodeon or whatever. Which I've seen all of these shows in rerun, in syndication. But I was there when most of them were on TV the first time. Not all of them. Some of them I missed. But Buckwheat says, okay. That's a Saturday Night Live. But you're right. Okay, Buckwheat says it's me. Patty says, too violent. Too violent? Really? Nah, I like Tom and Jerry. They said that was too violent, too. And the Roadrunner and Coyote. Those were my favorite things when I was a kid. Tom and Jerry and the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Yosemite Sam, Elmer Fudd, and Bugs Bunny. I miss those cartoons. They don't make cartoons like that anymore. Amanda says, now those were cartoons. I agree, 100%. It's Me says, Eddie Murphy's impersonation was funny. Yes, it was. That man, no, he was funny. Now you got me thinking about old TV shows. Anybody ever watch Forbidden Planet or Space 1999? Both of which owe their existence to and for Star Trek, sorry. Patty says, I was thinking, did Eddie Murphy do Axel Foley? Yes. You talking about the Beverly Hills Cop? Yes, he did. Patty says, for sex advice. I don't know what you mean. Do acts like. Maybe I read that wrong. John says, Buck Rogers was mine. I liked Buck Rogers. A little weird, but I liked it. It's Me says, time to plug in the blanket and have to warm Sunday chatters. Right? Have a warm Sunday chatters. Well, does that mean you're going to bed just because you plug in your blanket in? No, Saturday Night Live. I don't know. Axe, LKE. I know he did quite a few things on Saturday Night Live, quite a few characters, but I can't remember exactly what all of them were. Amanda says, good night, it's me. Maybe it was John Boy and Billy. Maybe. Ike Turner. I got you. Ike Turner. Wow. That wouldn't surprise me, actually. That's probably true. He probably did that. Oh, Axe Ike. Like Ask Ike. I got you. I understand now. It took me a minute. I didn't quite figure it out at first, but I got you. Yes, that was probably Eddie Murphy. That sounds like something he would do. Paul Spinner, says Patty. It's Me says, who remembers Clutch Cargo? Nighty, Amanda. Clutch Cargo? I remember something Clutch. Wasn't that shoot, I can't remember his name now. Got with Dan Aykroyd and all them. Guy with the, what was his name? Funny guy. Paddlefoot, says Patty. Paul Spinner and Paddlefoot. I don't know who any of those people are. Patty says, I do, Amanda. Wacky Racers was good. Wacky Racers was good, says John. Yep. Patty says, Paul Spinner. Pal Spinner. I don't know who that is. I grew up in, when I was watching TV regularly, it was MASH, Magnum P.I., The Bionic Man, The Smurfs, you know, that sort of thing. Star Trek. It's Me says, no, it was a cartoon. You mean Speed Racer? Y'all are old, says Amanda. Yes, we are. You just now realizing that? Look at my forehead. Does that look like a young man's forehead? Clutch Cargo's Friends. Got it. No, I don't remember seeing that one. I do remember the alley cats that lived in the airplane that was in the junkyard, though. Do you guys remember that cartoon? I never can remember what it was called or if anybody remembers seeing that cartoon, but I remember watching it as a kid, and I loved it. I loved the idea of it. They lived in an airplane that was in a junkyard, and they were all alley cats. There was a fat alley cat and a skinny one. They were all like riff-raff types. Heck yeah, I'm old, says Patty. My family, says Patty. My family? I remember All in the Family with Valerie something or other. I can't remember her name either. With Carol Burnett and friends. I liked B.J. McKay and his best friend Bear. Now, I remember that. Remember Grizzly Adams? I watched that. And the Duke Boys. Amanda says, the A-Team and the Dukes of Hazzard. Matlock, Magnum P.I., and MacGyver. Yeah, I watched all those, too. Do you remember The Golden Monkey? That was a show I watched when I was a little boy. About the dude, Han Solo type dude that drove the big airplane, the big Golden Goose airplane. Spruce Goose airplane. And Knight Rider, says Amanda. Knight Rider was good. Man, I miss the old days. There were some good shows on TV like Manimal. Remember Manimal? Street Hawk. I remember Street Hawk. The Knight Rider knockoff, but with a motorcycle. And Airwolf. Airwolf was the bomb. Diggity. I loved Airwolf. You go back and watch it now, you're like, what is going on here? They're wearing motorcycle helmets in a helicopter. What's up? But it was actually quite revolutionary back in the day. It was a good show. Airwolf. Amanda says, what was the one with the helicopter? Airwolf. There was another one called Blue something or other, Blue Steel or Blue Midnight or something. I can't remember what it was. Dark Shadows was a good show. Blue Thunder, that's it. Thanks, John. Blue Thunder, that was the Airwolf knockoff. Or maybe it came first. I don't remember which came first, but I think Blue Thunder was the cheaper version. Airwolf was the more expensive one. And then Hawaii 5-0. Patty says, now you can see the props moving on Dark Shadows. Right on. That's because you're watching it in HD and it was never intended to be seen in HD. Same thing with Star Trek, too, by the way. It was filmed in 4.3 aspect ratio, so when you see it on a big widescreen TV, first of all, half of it's missing and it's right in the middle of the screen. And second of all, you can see things on the edges that were never meant to be seen. It's actually kind of funny. But a lot of those old shows were very cheaply made, and the props were not very well thought of. They just put together cardboard and duct tape and whatever they had to make something look vaguely convincing. John says it was an Apache helicopter, Blue Thunder was, right? I think the Airwolf helicopter was a regular news helicopter that they modified to look like something from the Army. Kind of made it kind of look like a shark almost, but it was done with fiberglass. Patty says, that's right. Or tuberculosis room. The old Apache helicopters. Remember the Huey helicopter that was in all the Vietnam TV shows? That was a cool helicopter. The big green one. The Sky Taxi. Seemed like those were in every show for a while. Most of the 80s TV shows were green because they were all about Vietnam. The Man from Atlantis. Nice. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. How about that? Patty says, I know. I do not really know y'all, But you really have made my night, guys. Well, you do really know us, Patty. We're your friends. Just because we don't hang out in person don't mean we don't love you. And we're getting to know one another pretty good. And I'm glad we made your night. You make my night every time you come. It's beautiful. Thank you for that. Patty says, I'm crying over here. Oh, don't cry. We love you. And Amanda says, oh, Patty, you're awesome. Down in Fraggle Rock. Bill, you got it, buddy. I watched Fraggle Rock. And Airwolf was the shit. So was MTV back then. Well, MTV had a moment, then it went away. But I loved Fraggle Rock. That was a great show. I liked anything Jim Henson did back in those days. But surprisingly, that was harder to do than one would think. Because as soon as he died, his company went to crap. See, Patty? Even John agrees. We all love you. It's awesome having you here. Every now and then I like to go down a trip down memory lane and think about all the stuff that has come in my life and the things that we used to do and see and how much of it is no longer here. And that's always a scary thought. But it's nice to know I've come this far. Still going. Who knows what I'm going to see in the next. Oh, come on, it's me. The Teletubbies, really? That's a weird show and you know it. I wouldn't let my kids watch that stuff. I felt like it was trying to brainwash them or something. And you watch the opening intro to that, and you get mesmerized. Sesame Street. That was a good show. It started out as a good show, then it got weird. In the Wayback Machine, says Bill. Right? I've never actually did that. Went and checked that out. The Wayback Machine is a website that you can go to that has a, I guess, a screenshot, for lack of a better word, of the internet back to its inception and everything that was there before. The gay tubbies, right? Something wasn't right with them things. And the Wiggles. The Wiggles was weird, too. I let my kids watch, like, Mr. Rogers. I always thought that was a good show for kids. And I'd let them watch Barney when they were little babies. Barney was a little bit weird, but it had a good message, so I let them watch that. Amanda says, Care Bears, Strawberry Shortcake, and Rainbow Bright. Right on. It's me says, Bullwinkle. Hey, Rocky. I remember Bullwinkle and Rocky. Dana says, Patty, Mystery Heart, Rose, Rose. Patty says, and we all knew it wasn't. John says, Inspector Gadget.
I'll get you, Gadget.
Amanda says, yes, John. And the Jetsons. Meet George Jetson. I watched the Flintstones back in the day, and to me, the Jetsons is just a continuation of the Flintstones. And there is some cross-pollinating with their universes, by the way. The Jetsons have met Fred Flintstone. Jake, you nailed that voice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I'll get you, Gadget.
Bill Bennett says, social media brain washing. I thought the Wayback Machine was the past. Go Gadget Arm. Nope, it is actually a place you can go to called the Wayback Machine. It's me says, Mr. Peabody and the Wayback Machine. Oh, I don't know about that. That may be a thing. You might be right. Patty says, Rose and Smiley Face, Dana. You remember the little green alien that would visit Fred Flintstone every now and then? Take me to your leader. The Martian. I can't remember what his name was. Gazoo. That's it. Gazoo. Remember Gazoo? There were two aliens. One was just a helmet with legs. That was a Bugs Bunny thing. And then there was the Gazoo that was that floated around and was in the Flintstones. Marvin the Martian, yep. Gumby, that was a weird TV show. Patty says, Lost in Space. Yeah, Mr. Peabody was on Bullwinkle. Got it. What was the name of the penguin, the crime-solving penguin that sounded like the guy from Get Smart? You know what I'm talking about? That was a pretty cool show. Dana says, Jake, this is a hugging face, LOL. Well, it looks like a smiley face with breasticles. I'm just saying. But I'll take that hug because I love hugging. I'm a huggy dude. I got warm arms. Inspector Penguin, was that his name? Well, that seems kind of on the nose. It was a good show, whatever it was. Cowboys 8 Panel says, sometimes trivia gives me a headache, and I have to jump out of here. I remember Gazoo. Well, I don't mean to give you a headache, Cowboys. Patty says, you're a man. What's that got to do with anything? I'm a man. I am a man. A man's man with a mustache and 2 hands. I don't know what that means. Tennessee Tuxedo. That was it, Walter Davis. Thank you, sir. Patty says, they're all breasticles. Yep. That's what you meant by I'm a man. Well, yeah, I do see life through that lens. But also it's funny, which is why I keep saying it. It's me says, okay, the blanket is warm. See ya. It's me. Thank you for being here, buddy. I'm about to leave and go get under my blanket, too. Amanda says, see ya, it's me. Anyway, you guys come back for tomorrow night. We're going to have Bible study. It's going to be fantastic. We're in the great book of Daniel, so don't miss it. It's fantastic. You don't want to miss one verse of that book. It is very enlightening. It's okay, though, says Patty. Well, you know I'm not serious, right? You understand that I'm joking. And Amanda says, LOL, right, Patty? And John says, the Lone Ranger black and white series. Right on. With Tonto. Kimosabe. I remember that show. I loved it. I loved the old westerns like, Gunsmoke and The Man, Have Gun Will Travel. What's some of the other ones? I can't remember them all now. Marshall Dillon. I love those things. Why don't they make westerns anymore, folks? Yogi Bear says, Amanda. Hey, boo-boo. Go get that picnic basket. Patty says, of course. I know you're joking. I love good humor, Jake. Thank you, Patty. I try. I don't know if it's good, but it's definitely humorous. Amanda says, good night, all. See you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Untethered Live for Bible study. That's right. All right. I've had enough. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys for being here. I've enjoyed it immensely. We've had 523 views. That's not terrible for a Saturday night. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thanks for the great conversation, and thanks for reminding me how old I am. I appreciate that. Dana, we love you. Cowboys 8 Panel, Patty, John, anybody who's left in chat. It's me, Bill Bennett. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.